Hello, hello, hello. Grabbing my phone. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm a minute late. Sorry. Hello. I release what no longer serves me. Sorry, I was like seriously enjoying my bath and then I lost track of time. I'm going to go hop on over here to YouTube and make sure that we are up and going.
Hello.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
now I'm going to mute that. And I'm going to mute this. And I'm going to give everybody a little bit of a minute to make their way here. Welcome to the U Movement. I am B. And I'm wearing my fun hoodie today to like hopefully spur a little bit of fun in this. And there we go. Hold on a second. Read now. Talk at 6. Okay, sorry. I had somebody who's needing my attention, but I can't talk to them now because I'm talking to you because I'm here live on YouTube. Hello, Yvonne. Welcome. We'll see who makes their way into us today. Today's energy is still feeling a little heavy and dense. I have reports that a lot of people are tired. A lot of people are cranky. A lot of people are irritable. There's some solar plexus energy going on. I was in a little bit of irritability the other day, and listen, I can understand that. We got to clear out the solar plexus, so that we can move our way into the heart, into the gratitude, into the compassion. But the only way into all the heart space is through the solar plexus space, and so the solar plexus space has some fiery energies, and so you might be feeling, I'm so sick and tired of this awakening. I'm so sick and tired of people being annoying. I'm so sick and tired. Yeah, a little bit narky energy going on, a little bit fiery. So my first 2 decks up that I have pulled are fiery decks. Let's hear from the Dragon Kingdom and see what the dragons have to say to us. And maybe they'll illuminate some information. So my first deck up here, as you can see, and it's cute because I put crystals on all of my decks, but for my Dragon Tarot deck, I have all these little mini eggs. So yes, here you can see I got a whole bunch of crystals that are like little egg shapes. So they're my little eggs. Because we're birthing anew. We all start from eggs. Whoa, this sweatshirt's hotter than I anticipated it was going to be. This is my have some fun jester hoodie. But it's my warm winter one, and I was just out of a nice hot bath. It was luxurious. My hair is still wet. I had some rose and essence to connect in with my divine feminine energy. And then I was like, oh, fruit! I gotta get online. Move. Okay, so there's our first card up. And we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. And I'm going to go again here. I've been getting a lot of cups lately. Cups and cups for the tarot readers out there. And we have the Magician, excellent, showing up. And I had the Magician show up yesterday for me in a read. So I'm going to put that over there. And the 7 of Cups, I'm going to hop on into my Dragon Tarot book to give us some insight because it's coming up in a reversed position. Now, I don't know if you know the difference between Tarot and Oracle. Tarot is very specific. Tarot is like baking, where Oracle is like cooking. Oracle gives you a lot more freedom and creativity. I read the imagery, and Oracle is my comfort zone, just like cooking is. I am not a baker, because you have to follow instructions, and that just doesn't work for me. And if you mess up, you can't put a little of this and a little of that in with baking, even though some Oracle decks are very, have a lot of artisticness in them that I can read. This particular deck is kind of like when it comes to art. So here's our 7 of 7 of Cups coming in with just a whole bunch of floating cups that are floating upside down for the time being. 7 cups. Move in here. And 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Warning! The warnings attached to the upright 7 are here more than doubled. So let's go read the upright version of the 7. Daydreaming threatens to distract you from pressing decisions that need to be made soon. If you want to realize your hopes, imagination is a wonderful faculty, but there is always a danger of it degenerating into mere wishful thinking. Divide your plans into distinct practical stages so that you can tell when they start to stray too far from reality. So in reverse, this same message is even more than doubled. It says, daydreaming is in danger of becoming delusion. And if you do not seriously pay attention to reality, there are very difficult decisions ahead. There are real difficulties, ahead. Okay, so this might be a little bit challenging for us because if you've been on this awakening for a period of time, and I've discussed this with a few other people, you know, we get into this void stage where nothing is happening. And I was even saying to a friend this morning, like, I forget what like normal life even is. And so this is saying normal life is a-coming. And there's going to be some decisions that need to be made, some pressing decisions. So you're going to have to get a little bit more practical as things shift out of void energy and move your way in to grounding back into reality, all the gifts that have been given. The second card up is the Magician card here. And you can see that the Magician has everything in balance, right? So if you look, we've got a sword, we've got a wand, we've got the pentacles, and we've got cups. We've got everything we need is here for us now on the table. We are ready to make some decisions. So I don't know if you know the teachings of the native medicine wheel. But the circle, the whole, is divided into 4 parts. And those 4 parts literally represent everything. They are all teachings combined. So the medicine wheel looks at the 4 seasons. It looks at the stages of life. It looks at all the gifts. Each of the sacred medicines is divided into all of these things. And so this is the same with this Magician card. It's saying you're leveling up into that shaman energy. You're leveling up into the teacher. You're leveling up into doing whatever you're meant to be doing now, because now you have all 4 things available to you. You are now in balance. And so the next stage, the next phase of what is coming ahead is taking those gifts and bringing them into the world. Taking those gifts and creating something for yourself. So that is a nice message. Some practicality it might feel foreign for us as we move our way out of the initiation and into the mastery that this Magician card is bringing for us here. So I like our Magician. He's shrouded in some feathers, this feathery cape, as this dragon is just... And it's like a nice indigo blue color, which is, third eye. I'm observing everything that's happening here. The wise one has moved forward. I like this. And that cup is full. We want some full cups. Yes, Yvonne says, normal life. What is that? Exactly. What is that? I look back and it was like 2020, 2021. I just did a kind of retrospective of all the energies that I've been in over the last 5 years. And it was 2020, 2021 that I was in that bliss phase where there was so much happening. It was do. And then it went into a very internal process. Okay, so I've got 3 cards that hopped out on my next dragon deck that I'm pulling for us here, and this one is the Dragon Wisdom Oracle. And first up, we have some courage coming through. Okay, so this is the courage to be ourselves, to step into authenticity and truly be and say what we want to say. Look, this mouth is open. The energy is a turquoisey color. It is powerful. No, I am not going to do this anymore. I am not going to take this anymore. I'm going to make practical decisions. I'm going to start manifesting the life that I want, utilizing my gifts, my knowings, my clairsentience. Second card up, the Magician, which is kind of, we've got the Magician, we've got gifts. Okay, so these two cards are complementing each other because here are all our gifts on the table. Oops. On the table here, and here is our gifts, our third eye. We're in this purified energy. This is what we've been doing, and I like this. Look, when I put these two cards together, right, like this, I'm gonna go like that. That's how they land on my desk. Look at that. They're completely balanced with each other, shadow and light. Masculine, feminine energy in balance. They come together and it makes almost this perfect heart. Okay, so balanced energy, masculine, feminine. Look, that's maybe why I had to wear this. I'm loving that. That's really cool. How they come together in this perfect harmony. And then we have the Death card coming up. Some death energy, which means, what was the name of this oracle read? I release what no longer serves me. So that can be ego death. That can be death of relationship. That can be being a job situation being redirected and moved into something else. That could be moving, a physical move. That can be something on the internal or the external world that is happening, and so, yes, be aware for there to be life, for there to be birth. And where did I start? I started with talking about my little eggs here. Okay, so runaway egg, run away. For there to be new life, there needs to be death. And I saw a meme recently that was really silly. It was like, some people are saying the world is ending, and some people are saying the world is beginning. Which is it? It's both. The old way is on its way out. The age of Pisces is dying. The age of Aquarius is being born, and with it, so are we. The age is changing. The earth is changing. The consciousness is changing. We are changing. As we have balanced and brought together all of our lost aspects of selves and brought ourselves into balance with this masculine and feminine energy. I can be feminine and girly and sweet and have some rose incense in my bath, and then I can be protective and go out and say, hey, your fireworks are coming too close to my house, knock that off. We can say what we need to say and protect ourselves. We can go back and forth. We no longer have to be reliant, dependent upon our sex. Or gender, I am a woman, therefore I can't stand in my masculinity. Nah. You can stand in your masculinity. You can protect yourself. You can be the provider. You can also be provided for and sit down and rest and all of these things, because what is dying is the old structure of duality, this paradigm of it's either this or that. Either this or that. No more either this or that. How about both? How about light and dark? And coming together into a place of love in the center, okay? Love of ourselves, love for all that is around us. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's hop next into the Divine Animals Oracle and see what the animal kingdom has to say to us. And yes. I'm really feeling dragon energy a lot lately. It's a vibe. A little bit fiery. What are you going to burn? If you saw the last season of Game of Thrones, okay, a lot of people didn't like it. But, I get it. Sometimes you just need to burn it all down. You just need to burn it all to the ground and start from scratch. So what are you burning to the ground and starting with scratch from? Okay, nice. We have card number 37, and which is cat. Like it. Okay, so it is bringing in the energy of intuition. Okay, so look, more fiery energy coming in with these cats. These cats are provided with this diamond energy in the background, which, also makes me think of masculine and feminine energy. This character in the center is a feminine, and she's protected. She's all knowing. She's got her sights. That feminine intuitive voice of saying, I know what's happening. I got my eye on this situation. I'm watching. I'm aware. But I am also protected. I am protected by this pyramid structure in the background, which is masculine energy. So the pyramids, the pyramid is masculine, whereas the cup is feminine. So we can be in both of these energies, which comes together. When you bring those two energies together and they combine, what you have is, you're looking at it from a two-dimensional point, you have the Star of David. If you're looking at it from a three-dimensional point of view, you have Metatron's cube. Okay, which is the vehicle of the blending of the two energies which surrounds you. So this is kind of telling us again that we can be in both of these energies, this feminine and masculine energy. We can utilize this and sit in this ourselves and protect ourselves and provide for ourselves and all of those masculine energies, as well as being into the feminine energies of this is my sacred space. This is my sacred rest time. This is my meditative time. I'm going to just, be both. We no longer have to be one or the other and reliant in a codependent situation. We can be our own everything. We can be our own everything. All eyes open, all knowing, everything. I love that. 37. Next, I'm going to move into sacred geometry, and that interestingly lines up well because I was talking about sacred geometry with Metatron's cube. I have a tattoo of that. I also have a tattoo of the medicine wheel, to be honest with you. I got a lot of tattoos. I like my tattoos. Okay, we're going sacred geometry. Let's see what the sacred geometry brings in for us. I like how with the cat energy, there's also 3 cats and there's a ton of fire around her. Solar plexus. Burn it! Okay, we got 3. I'm going to keep them all. They don't want to go back in. They're all stuck together. Okay, so we have, first up, card number 15, which is the card of compassion. That's a beautiful flower of life coming in here. Look, starting from a very third eye kind of energy, an all-knowing eye, and spreading out into in a compassionate way. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. That is beautiful. And how is it that we do a practice of the compassion? Is we start with compassion for self, compassion for all the experiences that we've had. And then we can show up compassionately for other people. If there's wounds that are left unhealed within us that we are not showing ourselves compassion for and we are repressing, then those that have those wounds outside of ourselves will irritate the bejesus out of you. And that's what's known as a trigger. And so our triggers show us our unhealed aspects of self that require more compassion. So if you're having some triggers coming into you right now, ask yourself and go sit in that feminine energy of what is this bringing up in me? What am I need to work on? Is it boundaries perhaps? Boundaries has been a huge theme this last month. Is it standing up for self? Is it standing in my authenticity? Is it communicating a hard no on situations? What is being triggered? Look towards that. We also have divine masculine energy coming in. So card number 22 And this is beautiful. Also looks very third eye kind of energy. This radiant blue energy is coming through. And it says, the frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. With kindness and wisdom. And so what I'm getting out of this card here, okay, is interestingly, when you look at the chakra system, the root chakra is a masculine energy, okay? This square base root is masculine energy. The sacral next up is a feminine energy, and it's more in my creative. Our womb is there. This is where we create things. And then you move into the solar plexus and you're back into a masculine energy. And then you move into the heart and you're back into a feminine energy. But when we are balanced, all in wholeness, all in one, all in flow, those masculine and feminine energies are working in tandem, working collectively. Again, let's go back to these in perfect mirroring and perfect harmony with each other. Within us, individually, the shadow and light within us, the masculine and feminine within us, and that divine masculine energy says, I can stay what I want to say. I can do what I need to do. I can be in the practical energies to bring the visions of the feminine into the root. Okay, so manifestation works through the chakra system. First, we are inspired. We get this moment of bing, inspiration that flows through our crown chakra. And then our third eye in the feminine energy sees the vision and sees it as thoroughly as she wants. And she expresses it out into the world and says, this is what I want to create. This is what I want to build. I have an absolute amount of passion for it. Yes, I want to build it. And then that masculine energy gets into his fiery, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make action. I'm going to create. And then we get into the sacral going down and it's like, yes, I'm birthing something new. I'm creating myself new. I'm creating a new project. I'm creating something new. And then finally it is brought into the physical form. The physical form being the square. So here we have 4 points of energy, which is the 3D manifestation. So the whole process of manifestation flows through us from the divine and out into the world. So this is nice. This is good. We are creating something that is being birthed anew. We also have up card number 18, the cosmic flower. The frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world, which is just what I said. We're flowering out. You know, this is a little bit almost kind of sexual in nature, you know, the vagina opening and creating something new that is surrounded from this heart space, this passionate place. It's expressing itself into the world, just like we do when we have a child, but it's no different than when we create something new, create a new business, create a new livelihood, create a new home situation, create a new family, create. So we are in the creation of beautiful things that are coming in to the world that is meant for us now. And I like this because November's energy is supposed to bring a huge shift. Okay, we've been in this energy for a very long period of time of, you know, it's almost like, I don't know how long, does somebody out there know how long an elephant is pregnant for? They're the longest, I think, aren't they? Like for a really, really long amount of times, because it's almost like we've been pregnant for like 2 years. That's how it's felt for me. Just this immobility, not being able to go anywhere, 2 full solid years of being held in the womb. And now we're being birthed anew. 9 months, you know, was frustrating enough, but 2 years is a really long time to be trapped inside. So I'm liking this because, you know, we're coming on out. Sorry for the graphic there, but you know, why not? Next up, I also have another oracle, Animals Oracle, that I'm pulling from here. This one being the sacred, spirit animal. Is that what it is? Spirit animal oracle. It's a large one. It's a large one. Three and a half years, yes. Well, I've been on this awakening, I figure, intensely for 5, but it's the last 2 years that have been brutal. Has it been brutal for 3 solid years for you? Like, brutal? Yeah, for 3 solid years, I've been crying, but the first year dealing with grief and stuff like that, in retrospect, wasn't so bad in compared to, like, the last 2 years of Dark Night of the Soul. Wah! Okay, so we have, we don't want this card. Let's throw it back. No, we have the chameleon, which is bringing in some energy of patience. So yes, the chameleons are constantly in a state of transformation. They can adapt to their environment and to their situations. If it's telling us to have a little bit more patience, I know we're all like, exactly how much patience do you want me to have? Really? So a little bit more patience, please, is being asked. Yes, the last year has been the worst for you. For me, it's been 18 solid months, more than a year, since spring of 2023. Dolphin, playfulness, yes please. Maybe that's why I'm wearing this sweatshirt, is to bring a little bit of playfulness. I don't even know, what is playfulness? What is that? So I will be patient. Since patience is coming along with some dolphin energy, I will be patient if playfulness is coming. Bring on the playfulness. And isn't the way that it starts, like when a baby is born, the first little while, they're not very interesting or doing much, they're just kind of like sussing out and what's happening. And then eventually, we're in that pre-stage of, okay, who am I now? What am I supposed to do? Where am I? How does this world work? What's this thing? I'm going to taste this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to stick my foot in my mouth. I'm going to make some mistakes a little bit and fumble around. And then I'm going to get into play energy. So yes, we want some play energy, and that would be lovely. Shall we risk going into the dark? Of course, we're used to the dark at this point. We've been in the dark for so long. We have got X-ray vision almost. Dark Mirror Oracle. I do know that this year has been particularly bad for a lot of people, and that has been Pluto's influence, because Pluto is the bringer of death and rebirth, as well as Saturn has been doing a lot of things in retrograde, bringing forth karma. Lots of karma has been happening and will continue to happen. Those that have not served their karma yet might have hefty karmic bills to pay. Is what the message has been from the divine for an extended period of time. So for those that have been doing the work and sitting in the dark night of the soul and doing their karma lessons, and that may have been a lot of tears, a lot of processing of trauma, a lot of grief, a lot of dealing with like gifts coming online, a lot of rest. Yes, see here I'm talking about karma and card number 31, atonement. Atonement. Yeah, this is ouch. This is ouch energy, and what is coming in and has been coming in for a long period of time is those that have stabbed you in the back. They've run out of time. They've run out of time. Those that have stood by and watched you suffer, those that have caused the suffering and didn't atone, will have to now. Yes. And so they've had a long period of time to come and apologize for certain acts. And you have been purified. You have been purified. She's got water pouring from her hands here. All these, and her hands are empty. Her hands are clean. She's clean of this situation. This is an ouch card. So you might be observing other people now starting to receive their karma. Or you may be in seclusion and not seeing that. But whether you're seeing it or not is really irrelevant. Although I gotta say, sometimes I would love to see some karma. There is big karma being hit on the global stage. This case against... Now, I don't really follow news or anything like that. I stay in my own bubble. But this case against Puff Daddy is an example of atonement coming in. There's another one that's just been announced in Florida, from what I know. There's another situation that's just kicked off in Montreal. And then there's loads of people reporting to me that they are observing now almost instant karma. Be aware if you are being held in exclusion. That might be because you don't really want to watch this. You don't really want to see it. It's going to be a little bit like this. What is happening? Yes. So we shall see. We shall see. Do report to me. I love to hear the reports. If you want to report to me a story of somebody receiving some instant karma or, some delayed karma and atonement, are people all of a sudden showing up and apologizing to you randomly? I haven't talked to you in a few years. I just thought maybe I should apologize for this thing that I did. I had a couple of situations like that in the last little while, I gotta say. People randomly showing up. I had an apology the other day. That was nice. So yes, let me know if people are showing up and starting to apologize because they're starting to recognize that what they did to you is a lot of dirty. Hello, Michael. Welcome. Welcome in. I will pull a card for you, Michael, yes, when I'm done. I've got 2 more decks to get through for the collective, and then I can pull one for you. So yes, do report back to me in the comments or reach out to me and say, hey, I got a funny story I want to tell you. And maybe it's not so funny. Sorry, just reading the comments. Well, Michael is saying that a friend brought a rude friend to an event and you disappeared. Well, that's a good thing to do. You don't want to be around rude people. Okay, we had this last week as well, so it's coming up. So we've still got some lone wolf energy. Stick to yourself. If you're around others that are in this energy of atonement, and some people are going to be like losing their shit a little bit, life might not be going so well for them, the best place for you is in your own little bubble, being your own little wolf in yourself and traveling on. So yes, some more wolf energy. I like that one. Now, let's hop last deck, and then I will pull some individual cards for people. And there we go. We got 2. We got 2 bitch slaps coming in today from the universe. You ready? You're ready. We got who you are is enough. It has always been enough. It will always be enough. Every fucking thought, dream, and whisper, it all comes back to the fact that you are enough. So yes, if in this cooking process that we've been in, where we've been in lockdown for the last few years in our own spiritual awakenings, ding, you're done. You're enough. You're enough. You don't need to do more. You don't need to work harder. You just need to know that you are authentically real, it says. You being authentically real and raw is sexy as fuck. Drop the masks. Ooh, I like that. Drop the masks. Yes. And that's what a lot of this awakening has been, is about peeling off the layers and the masks that we wear. No longer needing to show up in a certain way or a certain energy to kind of fit in. Nah, just be you. And, Michael's saying he doesn't know if he likes this person. That's okay. You don't have to know. Take your time, sit back, look at it from all angles, see what, the cat energy that came in earlier. See how you feel, how it resonates, sit with it in your body and then make decisions, because you just need to be you. You just need to pull off the mask and be yourself. You don't need to be anybody else. You don't need to impress anybody else. You don't need to sacrifice for anybody else. You just need to show up as you. And when it's no longer fun for you, you can leave. You get to decide what's in the best interest of you. Okay, Michael, I'm going to pull from this deck here, and then let's see. And if anyone else wants a card, Yvonne, you want a card probably? I will give you one, since she's been here. First one up from Michael here. Okay, he hasn't asked why I disappeared. And that matters to you because maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't know how to communicate. Maybe there's a million reasons why somebody may not ask why you disappeared. If you feel that you want to communicate why you disappeared, then you communicate that. But if you're waiting for him to come around and ask you, then ask yourself, why does it matter? If it mattered to him, he would show up, right? Oh, and we've got one that's thrown out, and we've got multiples here there's too many. Oftentimes, people don't really care what you're doing. At the end of the day, they care about themselves, and so if you feel like you need to communicate, then you communicate. Michael. Okay, Michael, we've got be like your spirit guide. And we also have true love can never really be lost. So this is asking you to come in here. So I'll show you this one here to do this. Oh, sorry, the light's hitting them very weird. Okay, so be like your spirit guide. Come from a higher perspective. Pull yourself out and observe. Why am I reacting the way that I'm reacting to this situation? What is it in this situation that I need to learn? And sit in that energy, because what's happening outside of yourself isn't what's relevant. What's relevant is what's happening inside of you. So the more you sit in meditation and from the observer point of view of going, okay, I was in this situation, something was triggering me. The rudeness was triggering me. I wasn't feeling comfortable. And I got out of there. Now I made a decision to leave. How do I feel about that decision? Was it the right decision? Yeah. I'm going to show myself some compassion here and say, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. And I wanted to leave. And so I feel like I made the right decision. Next question, shadow work. Here we go. Next question. But they never came and chased after me to find out why I left. Why is that important to me? Is the relationship important to me? Is this, what is it that's missing? There's a lack of communication. I felt like they should chase after me. I felt like, what is it that I felt? So the more you have an internal dialogue with yourself from the perspective of the spirit guide, guiding yourself through all of these life situations that sometimes feel ick and uncomfortable, all of those are opportunities to come back into wholeness, because the love, the true love of self is saying, yeah, I made the right decision for me, how I felt at the time, and I'm good with it. And, if they don't want to show up and ask me any questions, that's okay. I can send them in love and peace. Maybe they're not my people. Maybe they're not the people that I need in my life right now. Maybe, maybe I need to communicate more. Is it me that needs to communicate more? So self-inquiry and some shadow work is what's being asked from a higher perspective for your situation. I hope that helps. You are very welcome. And I am going today for you, Yvonne, into the Chakra Insight deck. One of my biggies. Let's see what comes in. Let's see what comes in. All I'm getting already is fire, fire, and fire. More fire. More fire. Fire energy. Especially if you've been in the wet stuff for a while. Getting a little bit mad. Do you like getting angry? Is anger a comfort zone for you, or is it something that you've repressed? Is my question while I'm shuffling. Ways to cultivate a little bit more fire energy. Do you meditate with candles? Do you have a fireplace? If you don't meditate with candles, start. Start meditating with candles. Light some candles while you have a bath. Light a candle and just stare at it in a meditation. If you have access to outdoor fires, burn some fires. Maybe write a few things and light them on fire. That's what I'm getting. So card for you, my darling, is card number 38, the Mind. I'm going to show you this card because the imagery is fantastic. We've got openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. The Mind. And I like this because it's like clear, open window. All I am allowing in this space is divine spark. I am not allowing any nonsense in this space. I am here now, in presence now, watching this candle now. Yes. I'm liking that. I really feel like some of the challenge that is lingering for you is in the mental realm. And so the more we burn away, and again, burning fire, the more we burn away at the limitations of the mind saying to you, you know, you can't do this, or you're not going to be good enough at that, or you're going to fail at this, that chatter. We need to burn all that stuff off. We need to burn through it. So there's, I don't know if you know this woman. There's a woman by the name of oh, and I can't quite, it's like the shitty childhood fairy or something like that. I don't know if it's shitty, but the crappy childhood fairy. She's got a YouTube channel. And she has a program that she does where she writes down all of her fears and insecurities and something else. You know, she just makes lists every single day of everything that's like all the things in her mind, the fears, the doubts, the judgment, the things, and then she disposes of it. So I'm proposing that you write down all the shitty thoughts that are going on in the mind, all the fears, all the insecurities, and then light those fuckers on fire. So yes, if you have access to a bucket in your backyard or a fire pit where just nightly you can go and like burn off the bullshit, burn it off and say, bye, I don't need this no more. These thoughts aren't helping me. These thoughts are not giving me any type of solace whatsoever. So yes, clearing the third eye. Yay, makes it crappy. Yes. Oh, you've done her exercises. See, good. Yeah, I like her. She's a good person out there that has some good tools that she used a lot for her own complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So that's coming up there. I feel like I'm gonna pull one more card. Let's see what time we're at. We're going fast today. Everything's a little bit faster than. Okay. I'm gonna just pull one more out for the collective and see, sitting with the Starseed Oracle. I think it's good for all of us that we sit in a little bit more fiery energy and embrace our anger. a little bit right now. Embrace our hostilities. Embrace our irritations. The things that are irritating us right now, welcome them. Instead of going, oh no, I don't want to be irritated. This is an annoying situation. Welcome it as practice, like you would if you were going into a dojo and practicing some jujitsu. You know, some fiery energy of, I'm going to take this situation down. I am a warrior. I'm going to stand in my strength. So thank you for irritating me. Thank you. I enjoy that practice. I should go and thank that neighbor for setting fireworks off, pointing them at my house. She actually came and apologized, which was lovely. I ended up giving her a nice hug. You pissed me off. Oh, here, now I give you a nice hug. But I thank you, because I was forced to go and deal with a situation that I certainly did not want to deal with. I was forced to be in that aggravated energy and sit in it and stew in it, because it's not my comfort zone at all. As I said, I'd rather have grief than like get into somebody's face over something. But it served a purpose. It served to say, hey, you know what? I don't need a man in my house to protect me. I can protect me. I can take care of me. I got my own divine masculine right on in here. I can protect me. And so thank you for that irritating situation that put a bug in me, that pulled me up out of the wet and into the fiery energies and allowed me to stand in my power. Are you ready? Our final card for today is called. You have been called. If you're on an awakening journey, you already got the call. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So yes, that as I started from in all of this, I was talking about how we've been in this initiation phase. And look, she's walking through the door. She's walking through the door. Yes, we have been called, and for a long time we've been like, called for what? What is happening? What is going on? Called, yes, so we are being called, and so in this last final stretch, this last push that to move us up out of the lower chakras, the lower vibrations, we're going to move into fiery ones in the solar plexus and say, here we go! Because do you know what's happening? Do you know what's happening? Pluto is going into Aquarius on the 18th, or is it the 19th? 18th or 19th of this month, which means we are officially in revolution energy. The revolution has begun. The revolution is here. And it is a revolution that starts on the inside. And it starts on the inside. And first we change and give birth to ourselves. And then we step into our power and say, no, I'm not going to buy this stupid product of yours. I'm going to vote with my money. And no, I'm not going to like participate in this nonsense. And no, I'm not going to stay in this dumb marriage. No, I'm not going to do that anymore, because I am fiery and I am ready to burn it down. Don't actually burn anything down. You do know that. This is metaphorical. I should hope I don't have to like actually tell anybody. Put the matches down. Energetic energy here. Energetic. In your energy, we're going to, yes, we're not going to cause any fire problems, okay? So there's a little bit of just humor at the very end. I'm going to send you all my absolute love and say, warriors, at the ready. We have released everything and are in the final stages of releasing everything that no longer serves us, so that we can step forth and move into our purpose, into our mission, into your calling, into the entire reason why everything has happened up until this point in time is here and now. So thank you very, very much, everyone. For those that join us later on, welcome. I am glad you enjoyed this reading. If you want to donate a deck to me, the way to do that is in the description below through my Amazon wish list, or donate. Any cash donations are greatly appreciated. All comments are always appreciated. If you want to book a private read with me, also in the way to do that is in the description below. I send you all my absolute love. You are amazing, and you are enough. You are enough. And with that said, peace out, dudes.